Okay, bossman 103 put out 5 questions for, well, theists and atheists, and I thought I could actually do this because well, it's navel gazing. It's sort of interesting. Like, people will always ask questions, and answering questions is always sort of important, right? So here's his questions. What do you think the biggest problem with your side is? Which, since I'm an atheist, I'll answer for atheists. And I think, for myself, is the fact that atheists, organizing atheists is like herding cats. Getting us to agree on anything is next to impossible. Like, the only thing that we agree on is that we disagree with theists. So that's the easiest thing to say. Okay. 2. If you could deconvert 5 people, who would they be and why? I don't know. I really haven't thought that, like, converting anybody is even a worthwhile endeavor. Like, I would say that yeah, like, I'd only convert people for comedic value. So that doesn't hold any value. Like I don't even consider it a conversion. Like, it's hard to actually wrap your head around that sort of thing. Okay. 3. Would you ever date someone from the other side? If so, why? If not, why? Well, quite simply, it's next to, like, I haven't even dated an atheist. I haven't been lucky enough to find one. So every woman that I've dated has been a theist of some stripe or another. And yeah, it's just the way it is. I'd really like to meet a female atheist. It would be very nice. 4. If you ever found out that there was a God, how would it change your life or perspective in life? I think I'd have to agree with Got That Funk. It would depend on the God. If you're talking the God of Abraham, I would still be on the side that I am now, because he's abhorrent. He's pretty nasty. He promotes slavery, killing people, everything like that. I would judge the God based on his morals. And if his morals are inferior to mine, I would agree with the ancient Christians and say, why would I worship a God that has morals that are inferior to my own? It's one of those things. Like, as a moral human being, someone who actually cares about people, you have to think about these things. And if the God is immoral, I'd fight it. And so I find the religion immoral, so I have to fight it. It's just how it is. What's the most positive thing about the other side? I would say that theism has generally created a lot of artwork, but that's more or less a thing of, like, people trying to aggrandize themselves inside of their religion, trying to say how important I am. Look, God has highlighted this thing about me. So I would say that there's not much positive to be said. And it's also changing on a regular basis. So the thing with it is that there's lots of nice people on the other side. There's lots of nice people everywhere. There are lots of asshats on both sides too. So that being the case, is I'd rather judge people by people rather than judging an entire group. But when an entire group says you're going to burn in hell and be tortured forever because you don't believe the same thing as I do, and they seem completely comfortable with that, I have to question their morality. I have to question, like, they're okay with someone being tortured forever for for a finite transaction. It's pretty scary. And you look at just the actual statistics. Like, I could go on. So, no, I don't think there's much positive. Um, yeah. Thank you for asking the questions. I'm actually really happy with that. Okay. I'll talk to you guys all later.